If you were seeing black smoke billowing out of your exhaust and your diesel truck feels like it has lost half its power, you might be dealing with a P20EF 0 code, which is a serious headache for your emission system. This code specifically tells us that your selective catalyst reduction system is running way too hot on bank 2, which is the side of the engine that houses cylinder number 2. Modern, clean diesel engines are amazing for pulling heavy loads, but they produce a lot of nitrogen oxides, and that is where the SCR system comes into play to keep the air clean. To make this work, the system injects diesel exhaust fluid into the exhaust stream right before it hits the catalyst, and this chemical reaction is what keeps those harmful pollutants in check. When the PCM detects that the temperature after the catalyst is climbing way past the safe limits, it triggers this code and might even disable the entire system to prevent a total meltdown. You really do not want to ignore this, because a cooked catalyst is a very expensive repair that you can easily avoid if you act fast. You might notice your fuel efficiency dropping, or the truck might even feel like it is misfiring because the computer is trying to compensate for the heat. The first thing you need to do is check your diesel exhaust fluid level and make sure you haven't accidentally contaminated the tank with something else. Then you need to get under there and inspect the wiring for the temperature sensors and the injector itself, because heat and road debris can do a real number on those harnesses. If you see any burnt wires or loose connectors, fix those first before moving on. I always recommend using an infrared thermometer to compare the actual temperature of the exhaust with what the sensors are telling the computer. If the sensor says it's 1,000 degrees, but your thermometer shows something much lower, you know you have a faulty sensor on your hand. Also, look out for any exhaust leaks before the catalyst, because that extra oxygen can throw the whole temperature reading off and make the system go haywire. Solving this might be as simple as a software update or cleaning out a clogged injector, so do not panic just yet and work through the steps logically to get your truck back to peak performance.